Hello students, myself Manoj Kumar. Today I am going to start the chapters 20. This is the first video for these chapters, and today we will discuss about the some topics which is related to these chapters. First, the collinear points, non-collinear points, triangles, classification of the triangles according to sides, and in last, important result for construction of any triangles according to sides. Now, see the first points, collinear points. The points which lie on the same straight line are called collinear points. The points which lie on the same straight line are called collinear points. In the given figure, all the 4 points A, B, C, D lie on the same straight line. A, B, C, and D lie on the same straight line. So, A, B, C, D are collinear points. Okay? The points which lie on the same straight line are called collinear points. And now, see the next topic, non-collinear points. The points which do not lie on the same straight line are called non-collinear points. The points which do not lie. Here we see E, F, G, H are the points, and all the 4 points are not lies on the same straight line. So these are called non-collinear points. It means E, F, G, H are non-collinear points. Why? Because E, F, G, H are the points which not lies on the straight line. Okay, so in this way we can differentiate between the collinear points and the non-collinear points. Collinear points are those points which lies on the same straight lines, and non-collinear points are those points which not lies on the same straight lines. Okay, now what are the triangles? A closed figure which is bounded by 3 line segment is called the triangles. A closed figure which is bounded by the 3 line segment. Here we see AB, AC, and the BC are the 3 line segment which lies on the 3 line segment which is closed. A figure which is called the triangles. Here AB, BC, and CA are 3 line segment. It is denoted by the triangle. This is the sign of the triangles, symbols of the triangles, A, B, C. And these 3 points are called the non-collinear points. A triangle is formed only from the non-collinear points. Here we see A, B, C are non-collinear points. According to these triangles, it has 9 elements. 3 vertices, 3 sides, and 3 angles. 3 vertices, A, B, and the C. You know what are the vertices? Vertices are the points where the 2 line segment meet. Here we see the line segment meet at a point A, so A is called the vertex. And now 3 sides, AB, BC, and the CA. And 3 angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C. We can say angle A is equal to angle BAC and angle CAB. So it means we can label any angles by 3 methods. Angle A, simple. Angle BAC another way. Angle CAB is another way. But the measurement of all the 3 cases will be same. Now, classification of the triangle according to sides. First, isosceles triangles. If only 2 sides of a triangle are equal, then it is called an isosceles triangle. If only 2 sides of a triangle. Here ABC is a triangle. Here we see 3.5 centimeter and 3.5 centimeter. Both are equal to each other. So ABC are called isosceles triangle. ABC is isosceles triangle. And These are also called isosceles triangle. It is not necessary that sides 3.5 centimeter and 3.5 centimeter. It is only representation that 3.5, both the two sides are equal. Two sides are equals. It may be 5 centimeters, yeah, 5 centimeter, and here see 5 centimeter, and here is the suppose 8 centimeter, 7 centimeter. So in this case, AB and BC are equal. So this is a isosceles triangle. Why it is called the isosceles triangle? Because any two sides are equal. Here we see AB and BC are equal. So this is called the isosceles triangle. And the one important things of isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to equal sides of isosceles triangles are equal to each other. In this figure, we see that ABC triangles, AB is equal to AC. Now, what is the opposite angles to the equal side AB? Opposite angles of AB is equal to angle C, and opposite angle of sides AC is angle B. So AB is equal to AC. It means if angle B is equal to angle C. Why? Angle B is equal to angle C. According to this fact, angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal to each other. Okay. If in the case of these triangles, AB is equal to BC, and which angle is opposite to this side? AB. Angle opposite to AB is equal to C, and BC opposite to angle A. In this case, angle A is equal to angle C. Angle A is equal to angle C. Okay. Why angle A is equal to angle C? Because angle C is opposite to AB and angle A is opposite to side BC, and both AB and BC are equal. So angle A is equal to angle C. Now let us see equilateral triangles. If all the three sides of a triangle are equal, then it is called an equilateral triangles. If all the three sides, here in this figure, we see that DE, EF and DF are equal to each other. So this is called equilateral triangles. An important fact, all angles of equilateral triangles are equal to each measuring 60 degree. All angles of equilateral triangles is 60 degree. Angle D, angle E, angle F is equal to 60 degree. Okay. Now, scalene triangle. If all the three sides of a triangle are different of lengths, here we see PQ, PR and QR, all it has different length, then it is called scalene triangle. It means here we see PQ not is equal to QR and QR not is equal to PR. So note all the angles of a scalene triangle are different. All the angles of a scalene triangle are different. Angle P not is equal to angle Q, not is equal to angle R. Okay, boys? Now, see the important result for the construction of any triangle according to sides. The sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the length of third side. In the given figure, in triangle PQR, in the case of PQR, we see that there are the three possibilities are PQ plus PR should be greater than QR, PR plus QR should be greater than PQ, and PQ plus QR should be greater than PR. How can we verify this result? See these examples. PQ 3.5, PR 4 centimeter. When we adding this, it makes the 7.5 centimeter is greater than 5 centimeter. In the second case, put these values and see 9 centimeter greater than 3.5 centimeter. And in the another case, 3.5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter, 8.5 centimeter greater than 4 centimeter. In all the three cases, we see that the relations are true. So the given measurement will be measurement of a triangles. Okay. Now, if you want to check the given statement 2, comma 2, comma 1 are the measurement of is equal to, yes, 3. Is true? Yes, see that 2 plus 2 greater than 3. Yes, 4 greater than 3. 4 greater than 3. And 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 greater than 2. Yes, correct. And 2 plus 2 also greater than 3. So in this case, we see that these are the measurement of triangles. Okay. Now, if any one of this condition not fulfilled, then the given side will be not suitable for construction for the triangles. Okay. Now, see the examples here. 3 centimeters, suppose 3 centimeters, and 5 centimeter, and 8 centimeter, and 8 centimeters. See that 3 plus 5 should be greater than 8 centimeter. But here we see 8 is equal to, here we see 8 greater than 8. It is not possible. It means here we see 8 is equal to 8. So this condition is not fulfilled in this way. So these are not sides which form the triangles. Okay, boys. So in this way we can construct the triangles by using the sides. And thank you. In the next video, we will discuss about the exercise which is related to these facts. And thank you for watching my